Good family, I'm back at it again with another video, and today we're gonna talk about the vices. And this was actually brought to me by a pastor, so honestly, shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for giving me this inspiration, and thank you for giving me a reason to come to you guys and give y'all this message today. Now listen, we're about to speak on the reasoning why certain vices are so attractive and you can't get over them, right? Now, before we even get started, bro, everybody that's watching this video, I'm hoping this greets you well. I'm hoping that this serves you, and I'm hoping that you're doing good, bro. I ain't about to tell you to like and subscribe and do all of that shit. Listen, this is here for you to heal. Listen, so first off, bro, we have to realize that vices just ain't alcohol. It ain't just marijuana, right? Vices is anything that destroys not only your relationship with God, but your relationship with yourself, right? That's what a vice is. A vice could be pornography. A vice could be, you know what I'm saying, gluttony. A vice could be oversaturation in drama and gossip. A vice could be a number of things, right? It doesn't just stop right at a certain point. But I want you to know that there is no such thing as being perfect, right? I think when we read the Bible, when we get deep in our word, we start letting the word infect us in a very healthy way. And notice how the word infect has a very negative connotation, but when something is infectious, it makes you feel a certain way, right? It brings something out of you, right? When the body is healing, when it's cleansing, that is a very good thing. That's not a bad thing, right? When your body is producing mucus, you know what I'm saying, to heal and gel up your cells so that you don't die from acidosis, it's certain things that your body naturally does to keep you alive that you would look at as very negative or contagious or whatever the case may be, right? And as I digress, I want you to know that whatever you may be dealing with right now, whether that be substance abuse, whether that be pornography, right, whether that be you being trapped in your own mind, I want you to know that the more that you seek not only retribution, but the more that you seek that self-love, I promise you, you will dig yourself out of that hole and you will be able to become someone that you've never even seen before. Bro, when I used to be in my way, and the thing about it is, it's so crazy, is like, I was so young with so much talent. God willing, I was able to have consciousness and be aware of my consciousness, because we all have consciousness, right? And have a gift of a high grade of knowledge. But even then, at that time, right, I still see myself falling. I still see myself succumbing. I still see myself, right, being surrounded by certain things and people that weren't in alignment with what I wanted out of my life, right? Whether that certain vice may have been women at the time, where that certain vice may have been, you know, porn or sex or whatever it may have been, like, I had to ask myself this question. And, you know, sometimes we have to ask ourselves this question: is it the vice that's the problem, or is it me that's the problem, right? You want to know, like, when we do certain things, like we smoke weed and we're in that blissful, euphoric state, and we start to see the world from a perspective of where we can enjoy it, and we're in that, right? But when we come down from it, right, and we have to address what we're running from, then that's the problem. But the irony is how much do I have to endure, and how much love, right, and praise do I have to give to God, and just acknowledgement, right, to be able to get to that euphoric state, right? Because whether we believe it or not, bro, we're going to some place or somewhere, right? Every day we wake up, whether we're in our imagination, whether we're on our way to work, right? Whether we're in our kitchen, whether we're in our prayer closet, wherever we're doing, right? We're going somewhere, right? And typically when you're young, you're very impressionable. So that means that your environment, right, your friends, your family, and the things that you're seeing on a consistent basis is shaping you. Whether you believe it or not, it's shaping you, right? Now, whether you're self-aware of what's around you and you're able to combat that, it really doesn't even matter, because that's not a bad thing that your environment is giving you an ideology, right? I think people have this idea of me right now is going to be the me forever, right? My habits right now are going to be my habits 5 years from now. But that doesn't have to be the truth, right? My connection with God right now is going to be what it's going to be in 5 years. That isn't the truth, because before you start reading the Bible and you start getting in your word, you were already covered, bro. You were already governed and covered, right? Whether that be the people that were around you, right? Whether you making mistake after mistake after mistake and still finding closure and clarity, right? Still being able to move forward, right? Physically, mentally, and spiritually, right? Still falling on your feet, literally. So you have to ask yourself, like, am I meant to be perfect in an imperfect world, or do I want to be myself, right? And that doesn't mean that, oh, me being perfect is me not drinking, it's me not smoking, it's me not doing this. No, me being perfect is me being in alignment with my purpose. That's what being perfect is to me, right? Me being perfect ain't doing 10,000 push-ups. It ain't making 10,000 songs a day, right? And it ain't being this superstar with all these accolades and all this shit. My purpose and the alignment, or for lack of better words, enlightenment that I receive from the Creator and that I get, right, from doing the things that I know I should be doing is worth $1 billion. That's all I need. And I'm saying this at 20 years old right now. So imagine this at 25. Imagine this at 27. Imagine this at 30, right? Because you don't realize where you're going until you actually start seeing that, holy shit, I'm getting there. And typically our human brain works like, I have to physically see something happening for me to realize that it's happening, right? But every day you wake up, that's your sign that it's happening. Every day that you're able to see, okay, I'm better than I was last week. I'm better than I was last month. I'm making more money than I did last year, right? I'm in a better position than I was last year, right? I have less friends, but I have more peace, right? I have more sense of clarity, and my mind is clear, but I have nobody around. So is that a bad thing or a good thing, right? I'm able to do more, and I'm seeing more and experiencing more, and I have a better connection with God, but I don't really have that many people. I don't have that many distractions around to share it with. So you have to ask yourself, like, what do you want out of life, right? And how are you setting yourself up to get these things, right? Because this is coming from me, bro. Like, I have this really big thing where there's like two sides of me, right? I feel like there's a side that's self-destructive, and I feel like there's the side that could save the world. Not only save myself, but save the world. And what I mean by that is I could use my voice, right? I could use my mind to not only bring resource, to bring change, to bring consciousness, and a number of numerous things. I'm not about to say all of that, but you get the whole point of what I was saying. Everybody has a specific gift that they've been given. Whether you are knowledge and you're knowledgeable of it, everybody has a specific gift. That could be a physical, spiritual, mental. Everybody has a gift. Now, the only thing that you have to do along this journey, right, is figure out what purpose God has for you and follow suit. It's kind of like playing football, right? If the coach map out the play for you, you just run the ball. But for the same reason why that's so hard for all of us is the same reason why it should be so easy, right? But notice how I said easy, not from the standpoint of running a ball and getting to the destination. Doesn't have different safeties, different tackles, different lines to make sure that you don't get to that destination, which is just life. It's just life, bro. So you right now might be like, I want to be this thing, but I don't know if life is going to allow me to be this thing. But why does your own mind confine you to think that if God woke you up this morning that you can't be great? If God woke you up this morning that you could do anything you want to do. If God is allowing you to live out your life every single day, following these rules and regulations, I promise you that the universe will cover you. I guarantee you. I guarantee it, bro. We are put here as organisms. We are put here as consciousness. We are put here as certain individuals and things. And the whole point of us doing these things is for us to uplift. It's for us to educate. It's for us to have entertainment, right? As a form of dance, right? As a form of feeling, right? As a form of singing, right? Song, all these different things. And they cohesively go together because this is the whole point of the human experience. So I made this video today for you to realize that it's time to stop running, right? For a long time, bro, I knew exactly what I was going to be. For a very long time, I had premonitions. For a very long time, I could see exactly what was happening, right? And a lot of times that's very frightening. A lot of times it's very scary. A lot of times it's very intimidating, right? But you got to ask yourself, right? If I am waking up, if I am able, if I'm physically, mentally, and spiritually capable, then what's stopping me from getting to where I'm going? Is it my friends? Is it my habits? Right? Is it my trauma? Or is it myself? Right? Because these things are a byproduct of life, right? We experience trauma to let go of it, right? Because it's all part of the experience. It's all part of life, right? We have friends, we let go of friends. We have love, we let go of love, right? But all of these things that you have are you, right? You could be your best friend. You could be your best lover, right? Because in order to have love for someone else, right, and be equally yoked, you have to love yourself, right? In order to be in alignment with someone and appreciate them wholeheartedly, you have to appreciate yourself and wholeheartedly love yourself. So in order to do these things that life allows us to do, right, we have to, one, appreciate and enjoy the experience, right? If you woke up tomorrow and you were a millionaire, but you didn't know how you did it, what was the whole point of becoming a millionaire? You don't know how to get it back. So if you go broke the day after that, you're fucked, right? Same thing goes for anything else, right? So take your time with life. Don't rush life. Don't think that you're supposed to be here and there and up there and down there and over there and back there. Bro, just appreciate it, bro. At the end of the day, just take a deep breath and just appreciate it, because it's all a gift. The bad, the ugly, the good, right? The sickness, the health, right? The joy, the sadness. It's all a part of this equilibrium of the human experience. It's all a part of it. The yin and the yang, the balance, all of it. It's a part of life, bro. So the moment that you realize this and you can live out your life being that and what you are, right? You will realize that you don't need these vices. You don't need to hold on to your trauma. You don't need to hold on to negativity or gossip or day one homies that you know you don't fuck with for real and they don't really care about you or love you, and there's no enlightenment and there's no real connection, right? They're just using you, right? And you know this. Same thing goes with alcohol. Same thing goes with drugs. You give drugs power. Every time you roll up and smoke, you're giving that power over you. Every time you get drunk, you're giving the spirits in the alcohol power over you. They can't get to you if you don't allow them. These demons, all of these things going on in this world, they can't get to you if you're not opening yourself up, right? Kind of like putting on clothes. If you put on protective layers of clothing, it's going to be harder for the wind and certain cold temperatures to get really to your skin because you have on protective layers. So if you are anointed, right? If you are praying, right? If you are doing the things that you know you need to do, there's nobody that really could fuck with you. And there's nobody that really could do anything to destroy you, because you already have ascended and you're doing things in alignment to where you're good. So at the end of the day, bro, it's all about growing. It's all about prospering. It's all about aligning. And it's all about just being the highest version of yourself, bro. That's it. That's it. So I love y'all. You already know how we rocking, man. You know, if you're a subscriber, got a lot of big things coming. Can't say, but just know it'll be very, very, very worth the wait. And like I said, bro, I make these videos when I get inspired, you know what I'm saying? When I really have something on my mind, when it's a word for y'all. And we're gonna keep it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna really keep educating, keep inspiring, you know what I'm saying? And it's a new year coming up. So we just gonna keep doing what we do best. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep doing it at a high level. So I love y'all, man. I can't say that shit enough. Y'all changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all allowed me to be the powerful figure that I am now. You know what I'm saying? Humbled under God, of course, but, you know, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that shit enough. I really can't. I love y'all, man. I'm out.